Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We continue our reading class today with chapter 6 that about an idea after we study the topics of the paragraph. Okay, let's see. Main idea. Main idea of a paragraph is the author's message about the topic. Jadi main idea itu adalah what is the author try to tell you. Jadi apa yang ingin author sampaikan terhadap sebuah topik that we say that main idea. It is often expressed directly. Jadi main idea itu ada yang langsung bisa kita temukan dalam sebuah paragraf, or we say that this is stated main idea, or it can be implied. Jadi ada juga yang tidak bisa langsung, or we say that this is unstated main idea. Jadi main idea itu dibagi dua, ada yang stated directly or can be implied. Stated and unstated main idea. Okay, I have the picture of hamburger here. And suppose that this burger is our paragraph. Jadi anggap saja burger ini our paragraph. So the position of the main idea, it could be in the first sentence. Jadi posisi dari main idea itu bisa jadi dia in the first sentence of the paragraph, or it could be in the last sentence of the paragraph. Kalimat paling akhir dalam sebuah paragraf. Nah, di dalam sebuah main idea, di dalam sebuah paragraf itu berarti ada main idea, kemudian ada supporting. Nah, supportingnya ini kita bagi dua lagi. Like this picture, supporting ini dibagi dua. Yang pertama ada kita sebut dia dengan major support. Major support ini dia akan menjelaskan langsung main idea kita. And then we say the next support, we say that this is minor support. Minor support, the function of minor support, dia akan menjelaskan major support. Major support saya urang. Major support itu menjelaskan tentang main idea, sedangkan minor support dia menjelaskan lebih rinci lagi tentang major support. Okay, let's see. This is the example of a paragraph here. Saya punya paragraf di sini. Smoking is harmful for 4 reasons. Jadi smoking is harmful for 4 reasons. This is the main idea. Nah, di dalam main idea ini ada yang kita sebut dia dengan controlling idea. Controlling idea inilah yang akan kita kembangkan menjadi sebuah paragraf. Smoking is harmful for 4 reasons. Nah, dalam kalimat ini, 4 reasons itu adalah controlling idea. Nah, controlling idea ini yang akan kita kembangkan menjadi major support. Let's see. First, it is a very expensive habit. Maka di sini first, it is a very expensive habit. Kita sebut dia dengan major support. Karena dia menjawab langsung main idea kita. Menjelaskan langsung main idea kita. The next sentence, frequently the price of cigarette rises. Nah, frequently the price of cigarette rises. This is we say that minor support. Ini adalah minor support. Karena main idea kita adalah for reason. Sedangkan ini nggak ada hubungannya dengan for reason. Frequently the price of cigarette rises hanya menerangkan tentang expensive habit. Maka di sini kita sebut dia dengan minor support. Secondly, it is bad for respiratory system. Secondly, and we say that this is major support. Ini adalah major support lagi karena dia tadi for and this is secondly. Smoker get cold that lasts for a long time. As well, they get bronchitis and pneumonia more easily than non-smoker. And this is, we say that kalimat yang ini kita sebut dia dengan minor support. Next, thirdly, everyone knows that there is a connection between lung cancer and smoking. Nah, kalimat yang ini, we say that this is major support karena ada thirdly. Dia tadi smoking is harmful for 4 reasons. Ini yang nomor 3-nya. Finally, smoking gives you bad breath. This is also major support. Most non-smokers hate the smell of tobacco and they do not want to sit near someone who will puff smoke all over them. This is minor support. In my opinion, it is better not to start smoking. And this is his concluding paragraph. Jadi dalam sebuah paragraf itu harus ada main idea. Main idea itu dalam sebuah main idea adanya yang kita sebut dengan controlling idea. And kemudian ada supporting. Supportingnya kita bagi dua. Ada yang disebut dengan major support. Major support itu yang menjelaskan langsung tentang main idea kita. Sedangkan minor support itu memberikan penjelasan lebih rinci lagi tentang major support. Okay. Next, how to find the main idea? That's the main idea. Kalau main idea-nya di awal like this, it is so easy to find the main idea. Kalau the author-nya stated the main idea at the first sentence of the paragraph. Tapi kalau misalnya main idea-nya at the end, okay, kita pinpoint the main idea here. Bagaimana cara menemukan sebuah main idea dalam paragraf? Here, I have 4 steps here. Yang pertama, identify the topic. Jadi, kita harus mengidentifying the topic. Bagaimana caranya? Read the passage completely, then try to identify the topic. Asking question who or what is the paragraph about. Jadi kita dalam mencari sebuah main idea, yang langkah pertama yang harus kita lakukan adalah identifying the topic. And then summarize the passage. Setelah kita baca the passage, whole passage, and then your next job is you have to summarize the passage with your own sentence, with your own word. This is about one sentence. And then the third, look at the first and the last sentence. Kenapa kita harus look at the first and the last sentence? It could be like I mentioned before, the main idea could be put on the first sentence of the paragraph, or it could be at the last sentence of the paragraph. And the last step we have to do is look for repetition of ideas. Nah, look at repetition will help you to find the main idea as well. Okay, let's see. I have the main idea here. I have the paragraph here. Kita lihat di sini. The ideas box is useful. Yang pertama kita harus identifying the topic by reading the whole passage. Kita akan baca semuanya ini. The idea box is useful concept in management. It was first introduced in early 20th century by Kodak in the United States and Michelin in French. The managers of this company used idea boxes to collect suggestions from employees about improving production. Today, the idea box is not used much in the United States or Europe. However, it is used a lot in Japan. Japanese managers have found it to be very valuable resource. Employees often know more than managers about the details of product. In the long run, their suggestion can make a real difference to the company and to the company. Employees who offer useful ideas may receive extra money in their paycheck. Okay, setelah kita baca, and then the next step is we have to summarize the passage. Kita sudah baca, and we got the point is, what is this paragraph about? What? Maka kita akan bisa jawab, this paragraph is about idea box. And then, what is summarize? Idea box, kita bisa summarize passage ini tentang idea box yang pertama kali ditemukan di United States and then in French. And then after that, we look at the first and the last sentence. Nah, kita lihat the first and the last sentence. The first sentence is about the idea box is useful concept in management. And the last sentence, employee of each employee who offer useful ideas might receive extra money. Nah, kalau kalimatnya seperti ini, kita bisa bilang main idenya terletak di awal kalimat. Nah, kita lihat lagi, look at for the repetition. Kita lihat repetition of verb atau repetition of word-nya di sini adalah idea box is appear mostly. Kita lihat the idea box, kemudian it It was first. It ini dia akan refer ke idea box. Kemudian di sini di paragraf selanjutnya ada lagi idea box. Di kalimat selanjutnya kita lihat lagi ada ideas box. And then here we also use ideas box. And next we also found is also found here idea box, idea, useful idea. So karena ideas box-nya sering muncul, kita bisa bilang topiknya tentang idea box. Nah, kita bisa dapatkan main idea dalam sebuah paragraf ini adalah the idea box is a useful concept in management. Nah, di mana dia major support-nya? Major support yang menjawab langsung tentang main idea, yang mengexplain, yang memberikan explanation about the main idea directly, kita sebut dia dengan major support. The idea box is useful concept in management. It ini tentu saja refernya ke idea box. Berarti it was first introduced in early 20th century by Kodak in the United States and Michelin in French. Berarti major support kita terletak di sentence kedua. And the managers of these companies use this box to collect suggestion from the employee about improving production. Nah, ini kita sebut dia dengan major support. Okay, we find that the main idea in the first sentence. Okay, let's see next. If the main idea in the paragraph is unstated, I have the example here. Bagaimana cara menemukannya kalau main idea-nya unstated, tidak tertulis langsung. Nah, tetap langkah-langkah yang 4 tadi kita ikuti. Yang pertama kita baca dulu. Identifying the topic. Identify the topic. You have to read all the passage. Okay, let's see the example. In some industrial countries, people are retiring from work at early age. This is especially true in Europe, where many workers retire at age 55. In 1970, about half men aged 55 continued to work. Now, about 10 to 30% of that age continue to work. The reason for this trend is economic. For some European governments wanted people to retire early so that their job could go to younger people. However, early retirement has created new economic problems. Governments are having trouble paying the pension and health costs for the additional retired people. This is the paragraph. But unfortunately, the main idea of the paragraph is unstated. Jadi paragraf ini unstated main idea-nya. Setelah kita baca, kita identifying the topic. Topiknya bisa jadi kita underline in the first paragraph, in the first sentence. Some industrialized countries, people are retiring from work at early age. Kemudian kita dari paragraf ini, dari first sentence ini kita bisa ambil kesimpulan bahwa paragraf ini tentang people are retiring from work at early age. Kemudian look at the first and the last sentence. First sentence ya sudah kita baca, and then the last sentence. The governments are having trouble paying the pension and health costs for additional retired people. Jadi kita akan bilang, oh, this is the paragraph will talk about retired people, retired people, orang-orang yang retired, pension. Kemudian look at for the repetition. Kita akan melihat repetition. Kata yang paling sering diulang adalah people are retiring. And then the next, that's also about, kita temukan lagi. The next, okay, about half works retire. Ini ada lagi kata retire. And then we continue. Now about 10 to 50 of that age of group continue to work. In some European government wanted people to retire early. And then kita ketemu lagi di sini retirement, early retirement. And then we also found that retired person. Jadi kita bisa simpulkan topiknya tentang retired person. Yang mana kita cari lagi apakah ada repetition lagi? Yes, this is the reason for this is economic is for this trend is economic. And di sini juga kita temukan economic problems. Maka ada dua kalimat yang di-repeat beberapa kali. Yang pertama adalah retired person and then economic problem. Maka setelah kita lihat for repetition, kita bisa menyimpulkan main idenya dengan our own sentences. The trend to early retirement is creating economic problem. Jadi kita bisa menyusun sebuah kalimat langsung. Trendnya early retirement is creating economic problem in Europe. This is the main idea. After we look at the step. Jadi untuk menemukan sebuah main idea dalam sebuah paragraf, particularly if it is not stated, kalau dia tidak stated, yang kita lakukan adalah identifying the topic, summarize the passage, look at the first and the last sentence, look for the repetition. Kalau sudah langkah ini kita lakukan, kalau main idea-nya tidak stated, maka kita lihat kita harus membuat our main idea, our own sentences to make it as the main idea. Okay? And I think that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.